So yes, the Jack Award you don't hear a ton about before today because it doesn't have a category, it doesn't have nominees in it. It measures something on a different scale. And what happened was a number of years ago now, Jack Elton came to this league and accomplished something that we don't think will ever be duplicated, and it hasn't. And really kind of what made that even more special is just who Jack was. Jack was special. Jack made everyone feel special, and you enjoyed everything about Jack. So it was this beautiful moment and story that basically allowed us to tell more beautiful stories as the years went on. Stories that just can't be measured in some of these awards, can't be talked about in some of these categories. And normally, the person who ends up on the receiving side of this award, you just get to a point in the year where it just kind of smacks me in the face, and I know when it's time to say, okay, this is the person to carry on this beautiful story about Jack and share their own story and have a piece of our little history. And I feel like this person, this is definitely a first-time story, so I got to take you back a little bit. This particular student's a four-year student this year, meaning they started with us as a freshman. And I don't think I've ever gotten more phone calls about a student before from their coach, and just in support of a student, of just clearly trying to make sure we're guiding the student the right way, because this particular student had, anxiety is not the word. Anxiety, fears, triggers. This student challenged everything that me and this coach have ever learned about how to do this. Not because they weren't capable, but because of those fears, because of that anxiety. We were constantly against a metaphorical wall. And it got to a point to where, and this doesn't happen, where we just kind of had to throw our hands up and allow the magic that is this to just take over and allow this to work. And we just had to have trust in that and have faith in it, because in the moment, all we could do is just be happy that they came back. And if they were coming back, hopefully this magic would rub off and you'd get to somewhere better than where we are. So that was tough. That was really tough. But then we fast forward to sophomore year, and this student comes back, already a win, and the student gets their team's all-star selection, which is a giant jump and a sign of what they are capable of, because we knew it all along. We knew it was there. Then we get into last year, which of course we all know everything was online. And what we didn't know in the beginning that we soon found out was that students struggled really hard with doing this online world. And there was social separation, and a lot of students had a really hard time. And if I didn't think of this student all the time, wondering if any of this was going to make it worse for them. And here I am watching this student take us on a tour of their backyard in some shows, because everything was online, and the student being a voice, and the student helping, and the student being a giant part of the success of that online team. And then we get forward to this year, and we get into the senior year. This team has systems. They've got students, they've got presidents and vice presidents, and cool people, and that kind of thing. And this student is a president of this team, and it was described to me last week what everyone's roles were as these presidents and what their roles are. And they told me that this particular student who's receiving this award today's role was to take care of any other student that would cry. That was their role. That's what they give to their team. So to go from where you were to where you are, and we got to be a part of that beauty. We are the benefactors of what you gave us. I did not know when I got all those phone calls your freshman year that you'd be on the receiving end of this today. I had zero idea. But we had faith, we knew we could just let it happen, and here you are, this is what you're capable of, and in a moment, you're about to watch them perform in the championship show. If you can, please give some love to our 2022 Honorary Jack Elton Award winner from Del Sol, Ghost Pagano.
You're great. Okay. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people who know me know I have really bad anxiety, and I've kind of always struggled with anxiety, and even now, but there's a side of me that just really feels at home on stage with everyone who I've worked with for however many years. I've been on stage in 4 years in improv, and there's a part of me that just, I can't handle watching somebody else cry. And one of my friends calls it the mom friend override, where if I see someone else crying and I'm upset, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm upset because they're upset. So I can set aside all of my anxiety if I can make someone else smile, or if I can make someone else laugh. And I just started using that in my daily life. And now I can stand in front of a crowd of people and talk. And I love all of you.